What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle, and today we revisit squad building challenges, the best SBCs you could have completed. Tell you more? Huh? You want more. We're gonna give you more. We're not giving you lazy effort, high edits, entertainment, analogies, combination, mix up, play, and this is gonna be a preview for FIFA 21. All day, every day, uploads. You can count on it. Abso-freaking-lutely. Put that on a shirt. Drop a like. Yeah. Ordering you around one time for the one time. Subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. We're happy to have you. If you are subscribed and you don't have notifications on, run that up. We've got a couple months left of FIFA 20 and a lot of new SBCs have came out. I will put together a video discussing Summer Heat in its entirety once we have the totality of Summer Heat. I don't know how many more releases EA is going to run up. Objectives, SBCs, traditional drops, promos. Can this be a preview for next year? Summer Heat has been the promo of all promo. Tell me I'm lying. And I've talked a lot about SBCs this year. Some of them, big time deals. Black Friday, standing outside the department store. Others, overpriced, hurts your pockets, and you don't get the product on the virtual pitch that you were promised. Plenty of losses, plenty else. It's a game of picking and choosing. Recycling like an environmentalist cares about the community. Apparently the FIFA community. Criteria, listen up. Player usability, quality, starting 11, weekend league, price points. How much does this man run you? How expensive is the SBC? We have to consider that. Opportunity cost. Should you have completed this? ROI and time period, especially for some of the early iterations. How many months were you able to utilize this squad building challenge to a high level? He was significant, difference maker, impactful performer. We see an eye to eye, and I know you're gonna comment. Well, I left off how you want to list everything together. Perfect. Let's have that discussion. Have I left anybody off the list? Did I forget something? I'm cool with that. Open dialogue works with me. Transparent. And if you want to know what I think about every single player that's released, same with George Adamu, EMLS champion, FIFA School, linked below. Hit that. Join it. Give you our opinions as players are released, and even more so once they're used and abused or where they flippity flop. Yes, I got a haircut today. Before we get into my top 10, a few players I just want to talk about. Mertens, 95 overall. I will say this, 95 overall, and this is not honorable mentions, just a few players that I want to discuss. So we're gonna discuss. Squad inclusion at this price point's kind of tricky. Can you get Mertens into a team? No doubt, but it was a hefty tag. I mean, you're not getting him on a discount. He does deliver, and you get what you pay for. Can you figure out the chemistry? Summer Heat Perisic, 100K. Value grab, mix and match. This is when you pick up a property in the suburbs. You pay less, you get more space, you got a backyard. Lucas Moura, you paid for the penthouse and you got the penthouse. He's good to go, but we're talking 1.5, 1.6 million coins that you will never see again. They're gone. You can't list him on the market. When you pull up his SBC and it shows you how much it actually costs in order to complete that squad building challenge, you think typo. But it's not. I think EA went crazy on Lucas Moura. I don't know why. I don't know who built this one. It's high. High. Big body Boateng, 91 overall, 400K. Quality center back. And if we didn't have Summer Heat, he'd probably inch his way into my top 10. Just wanted to give him a mention. Maybe this one is an honorable mention. Center backs are deep this year. Sandro, post team of the season, he kind of lost that buzz, his relevance. You now had new options, better price points, or similar measurables. A lot more preference. But earlier on this year, left backs, they were in demand, and we didn't have that much variety. You had your top tier, you grab from that, or start moving your way down into the middle tier. Number 10, Vinicius Jr. Woo! 92, and has the option of an upgrade depending what happens with the footy, which I like that as a new addition to the Summer Heat releases. Fuego stats, couple 100,000 coins. Cover star when we're looking at Volta. This man is meant for FIFA success. Brazilian's gonna do what Brazilians does, right? He's Brazilian through and through. Explosive, prime time, fancy, just a blur. If you grew up down south or with any South American culture, when you give Vinicius the ball, tiki-taka pass and move, ole! Someone better get that reference. Don't let me down. Diego Carlos, from one Brazilian to another. 86 overall now with the Europa increase, the bump, the helper. He's an intimidator. He's a tyrant. One of those early SBCs that transitioned into a man child or a problem child. Grown man strength. Shoving people around into the weight room. We know the vibe. Ribéry. Ooh, summer heat. I didn't think we were going to see anything better or higher rated after we had the initial release of his shapeshifter. I was saying that's it. We're maxed out with Ribéry, and I felt that individual FUT item a little overrated. EA keeps giving out these fake strength stats to Ribéry. It gives you hope that he is going to be able to shove players around and win those types of 50-50. You can't change your body type. You can't change your size. Ribéry is built like a mouse, but we want him to produce as if he's a Rottweiler, some sort of big dog. Maybe a rat in New York City because the rats are a little bit larger here. Large and in charge, or a nutria, if you know what a nutria is. I've been on this Animal Planet movement in the last few videos. Down south, I grew up in Texas. Nutria is a rat that can swim. Terrifying. He's the size of a possum. You don't want to meet one of these guys. He looks like a little dog. He's been practicing his backstroke, synchronized swimming. He's ready for the Nutria Rat Olympics. Back to Ribéry. Everything else is quality. Quick touches, ins, outs, turns, passing, deliverables, head fakes. And we might even be in the end of the Ribéry era. I keep saying that. Maybe EA is going to keep him alive. But either way, I appreciate you. 5 + 5 equals a good look. Dembele. One of the most overpowered Frenchmen. I could still get away with his 84 right now. Just saying. Wouldn't be the worst player on my team. This is that top-notch cheese plate. You paired it up with some wine. You got the steak coming soon. The ensemble. And the FIFA track record is present. Money Militao. Ooh, countdown of Frenchmen and Brazilians. I'm happy that I completed this SBC. Very similar to Ramos, and that's a green link. That quality connection, whether it's the center back Ramos or the right back Ramos, you get to double up. You're pairing them. Twins from different nationalities. Did I mention Militao's very fast, quick, footwork? All of that. Yes, sir. Wijnaldum. This is a new release. 94 overall, 140,000 coins. I mean, the 90 club for 140K. This is that Dutch King, Ruud Gullit, team of the season De Jong, midfield maestro, premium quality. What's going on with these stats? He's green and everything. All about the Benjamins. $100 bills, handing them out. Liverpool player is going to get some upgrades next installment. FIFA 21 is going to be a wild year for Liverpool as a club, top to bottom. Almost everyone has to receive some sort of bump, at least a mini bump, small bump, little speed bump, vroom vroom. Big stats, but not a big check. This is some discount shopping vibes. If you don't do this SBC, I'm confused. Ramos. You knew he was going to be on the countdown. This is Ramos revamped. Up to this point in FIFA, this was monumental for Ramos in this year's installment. He wasn't that usable. His baseline, his upgrades, his informs, we were all saying, Ramos isn't as good this year. Then we had right back Ramos, and everything changed. Movement, precise, clean, crispy, lockdown defender. You sent this man to jail. He's running the yard. He decides everything as it happens. Cristiano Ronaldo, you can't come this way. Messi, we're sitting. We're having a cookout. You're not invited. And I even used Ramos as a right back the majority of the time. I didn't switch him over to that center back position, but a lot of people did. And I'm not mad if you fall into that programming. It makes sense. Whatever you need in the squad. Had that ability to be versatile. And then it also told us prior to the team of the season to look for it. Be ready. Gonna be special. Golden Ramos has returned. Just take a moment. Just take a moment. Ben Yedder. Could probably pick a version. How many SBCs does he have this year? Is it just the 88? Do I need to backdoor on this? Obviously, Shapeshifter, Team of the Season. Broken, Destructive, Dragback King. Shoo. He's masterful. He's a winner. He makes me angry. I have so many different types of emotions and just word association I could play with Ben Yedder this year. Every weekend league, he makes me uncomfortable, nervous. I'm apprehensive. I have to pay attention to what he's able to do. I know that my opponent qualified in Ben Yedderism, which is when when you're seeing the double drag backs. Weak foot, not a concern. Scores goals that he shouldn't score. He gets bounces he shouldn't necessarily get. He might be the most overpowered attacking player we have in FIFA 20. Every version of his FUT item or FUT items, terrifying. I don't want to meet him. I tweet him constantly, telling him to chill out. He's beating me up every weekend league, and this 88 has caused me a lot of pain, suffering, headache. Controllers have been lost. I told you guys when the 97 was dropped, when the 97 was released, I said apartments ruined, relationships cut off, breakups incoming, splitting the household. I stand by that. Kent, how do you explain this release? Costs next to nothing, 30,000 coins. Cheapest player easily from anyone that we have discussed today. Kent is a butcher, an exterminator. You substitute him into a match when you want to eliminate the opponent. This is no ordinary FUT item. He's a hunter. He slays. He's a soldier, but he's more of a lieutenant, and he's relentless, never gets tired. He's gonna take out your entire squad. I've never struggled against one player so much in a FIFA installment, especially for a lower rated player. Just think over the years. What player has been more overpowered than Kent? And we've seen some sweaty combinations between the likes of Abarbo, S-Wine, Dumbia, Nilmar, Lavezzi. Going through FIFA history here. If these names don't hit for you, you just didn't play those installments, and you might not be on the same page. But someone who's been grinding the game the past decade, they will never be forgotten. Muriel, problem, not fun. Brasilvers, if you go back to FIFA 12, just in general, there's a collective. I'm not sure what they were eating or what they were talking about in Portuguese, but it was working. What kind of negotiation they put into motion with EA? But I'd like to have your contact. What's the email? Who do I dial? What bar do I need to go to? Whose hand do I have to shake? And number one, FUT Miss Mendy, which all of us have gotten a second chance. My biggest regret until they had the reissue for the objective Mendy, Summer Heat, easily the best left back in FIFA 20. Not even a debatable for yours truly. Probably the best fullback. I don't think there's a right back that's touching Mendy. Even if you played him on the right side of the pitch with the 5-star weak foot, you wouldn't notice the difference. He just has everything. Even the 85. 300,000 coins sounded expensive back in December, but it ended up being a FUT Miss steal, a FIFA Santa Christmas delivery. The amount of value and the length of time that this version of Mendy was premium, was unmatched, was unparalleled, that sat in that top tier all alone. Incredible. Crazy. It was a surprise. That was my argument back then. I said, it's not that I don't believe in Mendy. I just believe in some new FUT items being issued shortly after FUT Miss or after Christmas going into the new year. And it really didn't happen. Not if you're trying to rival Mendy. And with the skills, the weak foot, and the anomaly that he is. It's unexplainable. We can look at stats and they look good, but they're not going to stand out or jump off the page where it makes you say, oh, this guy is going to be on some next level. This guy is going to change the game. This guy not only can stop your best attackers, but he's going to make the attack easier. He wins the 50-50s. He's stronger. He's faster. He's better at dropping off easy passes out of the backfield, switching the pitch, finding open lanes of space, and you got some thickness to you. Put some strength, put the team on your back. Probably was your best defender, including the entire back four for the majority of the year that you used him. Let's give credit where credit is due. Also, knock out that objective. And if you want a video talking about the best objectives up to this point of FIFA, let me know. I can put together that top 10. We can double dip. 2 scoops, ice cream cone, summertime, and I'm wearing a sweater. Well, actually, I'm wearing a hoodie because I felt like it. Man's not hot. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop some love. If you're new to the channel, it's free to subscribe. My name is Mike LaBelle, and I have a lot more content coming out for you ASAP.